Hello! Welcome back to the arcade. I just got done sleeping. It cost me 5 gold, so we only have 1 gold piece left. That's kind of bad, I guess. So, Rusty Lake Roots is going to take a break for a quick minute. It's going to be put on the back burner, but it's going to come back. We're just going to play this one. We're going to play Sorcery first. We're going to get the first one done, and then we'll see where we are with everything and see if Roots can fit in there somewhere. I don't want too many series going on and all on the same time. It's a little confusing to keep track of, so we're just gonna do this for now. You wake up early and sit for a moment, in no great hurry to leave the village. This is now the 3rd day of your journey, and the muscles in your legs are feeling lean and strong from so much walking. You spend a short while enjoying the peace, then unhurriedly collect your possessions and set off along the path. Kristatani is surrounded by several miles of fields. It sits in a well-protected ring of hills and is close enough to the river to be reasonably prosperous. As you follow the path between lines of sun-baked crops, you come to a fork in the road. The right-hand way leads past a set of outbuildings, while the left heads directly off into the deep woodlands. Let's see. I'm trying to remember what happens. Okay, so I know here, in the forest, we can get something really good. I think going into the ruins is a waste of time. I can't remember. Oh well, let's just do it randomly. I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm not anywhere. Okay, this one. That didn't work out. Oh boy, that's a lot to travel. Just a bunch of scribbles like a kindergartner. Ugh. Alright, here we are. Your journey is too important to slow down by talking to locals. You must pass unseen, and so you disappear into the jungle of tall trees. For a short while, the sun is feverish. For a short while, the sun is feverish. And then you are between the trees once more, and everything begins to cool and still. You walk for several hours, uneventfully. This is land that was never settled or explored, and very few travel this way. In places, bushes and shrubs have grown over into the path. Move cautiously. You pick your way carefully ahead, carefully forward, moving slowly but silently between the trees. If there are any beasts nearby, you should be able to wring their necks without them hearing you approach. Then you come to a fork in the road. Again, still deep in the forest. There's a lot of forks in the roads in this game. Eventually I want a spoon. Someone has thought to make a sign, perhaps a guide, or perhaps as a warning. The way to the right is marked for Dumpus. A left turn points to Aliana. A name you remember from what the man Kristatani told you. Neither way seems the better trod. You will have to choose. So if we go here, we find out, well, okay, this we can get things here, but I'm not gonna really spoil what happens, I guess. The path winds between trees that get greener and more lush. You must be closer to the river here, although you cannot hear the water. After about half an hour's walk through dappled shades, you come across a well-built hut. Flowers decorate its walls, and the door have been painted with ornate designs. The path ends here. Let's be polite, let's knock on the door. You approach the door and knock. There's no reply. Open the door. We knocked, I mean, it's okay. We knocked. Everybody knows that the rule of the land is knock once and then you can get to enter any building you want. There's a little tip for you burglars out there. The hut is neatly laid out. You detect the touch of a woman. Chairs are set around a table, as if for guests. A mattress lies in one corner, and a large kitchen area indicates that whoever lives here, they are fond of cooking. Call out. Hello? Is anybody here? To your surprise, a voice answers quickly. Who's there? Who's that? Locate the speaker. Looking into a corner hidden by a large cupboard, you see a cage in which a young woman is imprisoned. Good stranger, she pleads. Let me out of this cage, I beg of you. Get her out. Going over to the cage, you try the door. It is locked, of course. Use magic! You should be grateful I waste my strength on you, you declare as you roll up your sleeves. I always thought that was like... I bumped my mic. I always thought that was like a really awful thing to say. I don't know why. It just seems so rude. There's not really an option into saying what you really want to say, like Fallout. But even in a game like Fallout, you pick like an option that seems nice, and then you end up being a fucking douche. I don't get it. I don't want to be a douche to anybody. You cast the spell over the lock, and it begins to shiver. Like a small beetle, it hums and clicks as the tumblers turn and work. Then finally, it snaps open and drops to the floor. The woman claps her hands in delight, and with the door open, she rushes out and throws her arms around you, before backing off a pace and trying to regain her composure. Stranger, she declares, I am in your debt. Eliana will reward you. Will you take an aid in combat or mastery of magic? Let's see. I'm trying to remember what we get. Magic, I think we get... Ooh, I don't remember. Combat, I know we get a sword, a really, really good one. I know if we say, I need no reward beyond a kiss, we die. That is so awful to say to a woman. That's like being a nice guy. Eek. M'lady. Let's do combat. Very good. She lifts the hem of her dress and removes a bracelet from around her ankle. Oh, that's right. Okay. It wasn't a sword. I didn't remember any of this at all, I guess. This is Ragnar's armband. That's fine. We'll leave it at that. Of sword mastery, she declares. Wear it, and it will bring you great skill to your sword arm. With my blessing. Accept it. With a nod, you accept the armband and place it on your right arm. The effect is immediate. You feel your muscles strengthening and growing powerful. The lady has been freed. It seems like there is nothing much more to keep you here and from your quest. We don't want to stay here very long. She's a witch. She's going to kill us if we stay too long. I must be on my way, you tell her. I have many more miles to cover today. She nods. Of course. Please, before you go. And she holds something out. It is a small bag of gold coins. We can take this, it's fine. Oh shit, what happened? I don't remember this. I always took the gold, what? Okay, well, there's that ugly thing. There it is, it's all nice and ugly. You bow your head and accept a gift. There are 7 gold pieces inside. And one more thing, she says. You must understand, Eliana does not give gifts to those who are not worthy, and any worthy man is capable of dying. Suddenly, before your eyes, 2 transformations are taking place. The first one is in one of the chairs, which begins to crack and creak, standing and stretching until it's formed into a violent wood golem, advancing with fibrous claws outstretched. The second is in Eliana's face. Gone is her peaceful calm, and in its place is the cackling madness of a witch. Let's see, we can... Actually, I think we can just burn the golem, actually. We can just do that. So let's just go ahead. We need H-O-T. That. And that'll burn the golem away. You hold up your hand and cast the spell. A small burning fireball materializes in your palm, and you fling it across the room at the wooden golem. The creature catches alight immediately and shrieks in pain. Eliana rushes off to find water to douse the fire before her house goes up, while you make a hasty exit. You retrace your steps to the last junction where you turn and take the path to Dumpus. I don't remember any of that. Huh. Like I said before, there's still things I haven't discovered in this game, and that's one of them. I always stopped there, and I think I was always able to take the gold without a problem. Hang on, let me... Okay, we can enter this town, it's fine. Today has been a short day with few dangers. With a decent meal and night's sleep, your next day will start auspiciously. So you begin the gentle climb down into the village. You follow the path down into the village, passing a sign which declares it to be Dumpus. The streets are thin and narrow, and the buildings have been set close together, as if trying to withstand a storm. There is a terrible smell hanging in the air. All in all, it seems an unpleasant place. Let's see, I think we can find work here, or maybe that was... No, I'm pretty sure it's this place. So, if we talk to the villagers, you pass along the main path through the village and pause outside a hut in which several of the hill dwellers are sitting and eating. They seem deep in discussion about something. Several are shaking their fists in the air. Lifting back the canvas flap, you step inside. The hill dwellers stop talking immediately and look up at you. One gets to his feet and gestures you forward. You step forward, then one of the others calls something in their native tongue and points at your side to where your sword hangs out below the helm of your cloak. In broken common tongue, the first man croaks, "No weapons," and he indicates a table by the door where you can leave the blade. Let's see, remove my sword. Nothing happens, it's fine. You unfasten your sword belt and leave your weapon on the table. The hill dwellers nod to show their appreciation and beckon you to sit with them. Then they continue their conversation, just as animatedly as before, speaking in a local tongue that you can't follow. But as they talk, they pour you a drink and provide you with food. As you eat, you listen, catching a few words here and there. Goblins, arms, Kristatani. They seem to be very concerned. Tell them you've been there. The men nod, but do not seem to be surprised. Slowly you piece together the story. The group seem quite sure that a horde of goblins are planning on attacking Kristatani, which is apparently one of the wealthier spots in the hills. They're discussing whether or not it would be worth helping the village to defend itself, which might mean they are offered some kind of reward. You must help them, you declare earnestly. Kristatani, it does not help us, one of the men points out. They are rich. We are poor. I'm so bad at voices. Look, I know I know there are tons of YouTubers that are so much better at doing voices than I am, but I try. I try, man. I really do. Let's see. You will place them in your debt. The men nod, swayed by your ruthless logic. And you? How do you fight? One man asks you. I serve the king of Anal Land. The men shrug. Then you serve a shadow. The sun, it is going down. The evening draws to a close. The men thank you for your counsel and leave, one by one. Let's see, explore the town. Halfway along the track, you come across a couple of merchant huts. You browse for items worth buying with your 8 gold pieces. Your attention is taken by a finely woven skull cap, finely crafted sword, and a small bag of provisions. Let's see, we have 3 rations, and there are plenty of inns along the way into the next game. We don't really need the rations, to be honest, unless we're really badly hurt in a fight anyway. So, the skull cap, what is it used for? Hang on. We can actually look in our spell book. It's, let's see, no, it's somewhere. I promise, here it is, okay. To activate this spell, the caster must wear a cloth skull cap. The user may then read the mind of any intelligent creature nearby. Okay, we're gonna need this. So, we're gonna buy the skull cap. You pick up the skull cap and turn it over. Stolen from a priest of Dadulay, the merchant declares with pride. If we go there, right here, okay? This is Dadulay. There's nobody here. Nobody lives here. So I really don't know what he's talking about, but there's nobody here. I've been here. I did the puzzle crap that was here. There's nobody here. It's a cave system. The merchant declares with pride. A fine piece of work. 4 gold pieces. You can tell from the feel of cloth it has no inherent magic, but it might be useful in spells. Let's see. Try it on. You place it on your head, but you feel nothing. You take it off again. Pay 4 gold pieces. You place the skull cap in your sack. Examine the sword. Ah, shit, we might have to pay with the emerald. Carefully, you lift the long sword from your table and swing it through the air. It cuts with a finely carved edge. Is it better than the sword we have now? I can't remember. What is the emerald for? I don't give a shit. Let's just pay with the emerald. You hand over an emerald and strap your long sword around your waist. That's enough. Is there anything else I can help you with? Is there any work to be had? The merchant sizes you up. You look like a good worker to me. One of my friends needs some digging doing. I'm sure he would pay you and feed you for it. Sounds like hard work. You won't get paid for free, the merchant replies, carefully wrapping away his merchandise as he talks, and as if expecting you to steal something. He stares at you. So, he asks. You look over his shoulder at the path. I'm going that way myself now. You coming? Follow the merchant. All right, next time on Double Jump, we will do some hard work. God knows I don't ever do any of that. Bye.